Kapag artist ka, dadaan at dadaan ka talaga sa phase na starving ka. Kasi hindi na, diba? I mean, not everyone is knowledgeable about art. Not everyone appreciates art.
Reality-wise, kung mapapakain ka talaga ng passion mo, kung sikat ka or meron kang trademark, yun, ganun naman talaga yung reality kahit sa Web3. So, totoo yung challenge na kahit gaano ka pa kagaling na artist, kung hindi ka marunong makipag-communicate with people around you, kung hindi ka marunong mag-build ng connection, hindi ka talaga magpe-prevail kahit gaano ka pa kagaling.
Hindi madali. It's never easy. Everything is hard. You've got to work hard for it.
Welcome mga kabatak in another episode of Web3 Philippines Insider, where we talk about different topics in Web3 with different people from different backgrounds. For this episode, we are going to talk about artists in the Web3 space. The good, the bad, the ugly. Damn! In the studio here with us today, we have our tech team, Mark Cabale, Warb Gonzaga, and Alan Catayok, as well as our co-founders for Web3 Philippines, Warren Gonzaga and Blue Zabadel. With today's guests from FilipinasNFT. But before we go into introducing our guests for today, may I remind you that FilipinasNFT is a women-led community in the Philippines composed of creators, artists, collectors, and builders in the Web3 space. Now, if that ain't power, I don't know what is. And today, joining with us is Angelica So, who is a visual or fiber artist. She studied BS Multimedia Arts and Sciences in Mapua Institute of Technology, where Angelica started training since 2016 and onwards. She uses symbolisms, icons, colorful and playful images in her artworks and has been showcased in different exhibitions, both locally and internationally. She is also one of Filipinas NFT's co-founder and Nikha NFT's gallery director. Angelica, if you can hear me now, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine. Thank you.
Wow, I love that. Short and sweet. But of course, the power of two is better than one. So today, we also have Ella Pelarion with us to join in today's episode. Ella, also known as Nutella in the Web3 space, is a fifth-year architecture student with a freelance graphic designer background and also an artist. She is also a co-founder and chief creative officer of Filipinas NFT. Amidst juggling academics and freelance work, she is with no doubt currently learning about Web3 in general and is eager to help other people to be onboarded as we transition into this new era of technology. Kamusta ka naman dyan, Ella?
Hello, sir. Good evening po sa lahat. I'm glad to be here.
Right. I like these artists from Filipinas NFT, guys. Short and sweet, right? So before we go into the body of our discussion for today, let's go through our disclaimers. Remember, guys, we are in Web3, so you must make sure to DYOR, do your own research, as well as anything we talk about in this podcast is actually not financial advice. The guests and discussions we have here are not representative of Web3 Philippines, but are here for an opportunity to expand our horizons and gain a deeper understanding of Web3. So without further ado, let's start the discussion with the first question for our guests today, Angelica and Nutella. What does it mean to be an artist and what does an artist do?
Ano ulit? Ano ulit?
What does an artist do? Yes. Napaisip?
An artist creates and inspires. Yan lang siya for me. An artist is a paragon that people can look up to. They can use their craft, their artworks to communicate things that are not accepted to the public, lalo na kung medyo social, political, those kind of stuff, or mga bagay na taboo. So does it mean to become an artist? Um, in my opinion,
Hey.
what it means to be an artist is to be able to break the limits, to go beyond the boundaries of things na mga normal na, mga nino-normalize, ganun. To break the walls of social standards, mga ganun. Yun, to create something unique, something different, something new. Yun lang.
Grabe, no? Imagine niyo guys, from kanina, I'm fine, thank you. Tapos, it went really deep, di ba? So, I'm excited as well. Ano kayang thoughts ni Nutella when it comes to what artists do and what does it mean to be an artist? Kasi we went from Angelica's definition of an artist and it's really deep, you know. It's more of going out the boundaries of what's the norm or the status quo and finding that limit by doing pieces that would go beyond that and express things that we would otherwise not be comfortable talking about. So how about you, Nutella? What's art for you, or what does it mean to be an artist for you?
So for me, as an artist is somebody that embodies the power of art. So for me, the power of art is perpetual, so it doesn't end. As Mommy Angge said, that it breaks the limit, so it is unstoppable. So the limits of art is way beyond what we expect to be. So talagang imagination mo lang yung limit when it comes to art. And what does it take to be an artist? For me, as an artist, a self-taught artist rather, parang nakakagaan ng loob when I get to create things that is not even existing in this world. I get to create things that I cannot express in words, or if I cannot say something na masyadong mabigat for me. So for me, art is a representation of my emotions and feelings that is accompanied by, you know, the colors, the shades and everything. Everything has its meaning. So yeah, the power of art is perpetual, it is universal, and it is something that we should always be inspired on. So yeah.
Damn, another one of those deep answers, man. But to be honest, I like it so much because if you unpack Nutella's answer when it comes to what an artist is, I've had this experience before where they tell me, like, paint something realistic because I've been painting before as well. And they tell me, paint something realistic kasi maganda. Diba? Pero the thing here is, when it comes to art, I like the part when you mentioned that art is actually putting imagination into reality. Parang it's not just replicating the high definition or realism of life. Rather, it goes beyond that. Yung parang talagang yung mga bagay na hindi natin kayang gawin in this world, we can communicate that with art. So that's really powerful for me. So I like both of your thoughts when it comes to artists, or what's the meaning of an artist is. So definitely connect with that, both Nutella and Angelica. How about Warren and Zab? Do you guys have any thoughts about that? Because I know you guys are devs, but you know, it's our time to expand. Napakamot.
Siguro, siguro, share ko lang, no? Yung napag-uusapan lagi natin minsan pag may makasama tayong mga back-end dev, yung mga nahihirapan sa styles. So, yun. Wait, which is correct. Pagdating sa dev, diyan kami hirap. Pagdating sa mga design, UI, UX, mga arts, mga paano ipe-present, akala ko nung una madali siya actually. Yung pala, nung ako na mismo yung gumagawa, grabe. Yung way ng pagbuo ng isang UI, UX, kala mo sobrang simple lang. Kasi ikaw yung end user. Pero pag ikaw yung mag-isip para dun sa user na yon, ang hirap. Ang hirap. Tapos, ikaw pa yung gagamit ng ginawa mo. Tapos nahirapan ka din. O, di ba? Parang, kailangan mong i-improve talaga yung sarili mo at umingi ka ng advice from the talaga artist din talaga para malaman ano yung tamang kulay kasi di ba makita mo way back nag-aaral ako mag-code ang kukulit ng kulay ko yung mga hard color Alam mo yun, yung talagang red, green.
Red, yellow.
Oo. Talagang wasak talaga yung pagtingin. Ang sakit sa mata. Natatawa ako sa mga una kong gawa nung una. So, okay, so kailangan ko mag-aral ng design talaga kasi kailangan talaga siya lalo kapag nagpo-front end ka na. So, ayun, meron akong konting background pagdating sa arts. Ano lang naman, mga sobrang basic yung mga ano lang, I think
Tikman ba yan?
mga material design, yung mga ganyan. So, sobrang basic lang as long as ano siya ginagamit ko. So, naaaral ko siya kapag kailangan ko. So, ano lang, mga necessity ko lang. So, sobrang basic lang talaga, fundamentals of art. So far, medyo hindi na masakit sa mata. Siyempre, matagal na yung dati, saka hindi pa improve ang support ng art pagdating sa, 'di ba, sa technology dati, 'di ba, yung browser, hindi kaya talaga yung mga design. Compare ngayon, sobrang astig na ng mga pagki-create ng design, talagang interactive na eh. So, napakalaki ng difference pagdating ng tech at saka art. Pero syempre, hindi magagamit ang isang tech pag wala siyang touch ng art, 'di ba? So,
Parang hindi mo mako-communicate
talagang,
fully, di ba?
yes, correct. So, yun yung sa side ko
Exactly.
naman pagdating sa arts. Yeah, as in a perspective ng syempre nasa tech side.
So, hindi rin talaga madali. I think that's one of the points you covered eh. Hindi rin talaga siya easy work. It's not,
Yes na.
kumbaga, maraming nag-iisip kasi pag sinabing artists, madali, di ba?
Totoo.
Oo. Kala nila pag,
Hindi.
porkit, alam mo yun, porkit kulay, porkit drawing, akala nila that's all it takes. So,
Parang
definitely
minamagic
need
lang.
insight. Oo.
Mm,
Para ka lang nagluto, tapos na. Oo, akala nila ganun. Pero,
hindi ganun.
I understand yung action discussion when it comes to art na, yun nga, sinasabi nila madali lang. This is a well-known struggle ever since, the world has begun for me, na yung art is there, di ba? So, ano sa tingin nyo, or Angelica and Nutella, what's this struggle? Because you guys are right now working with Web3, so I'm curious, what was it like as an artist before Web3 even happened? What were the struggles? What were the easy parts? Were there easy parts? What's the pros and cons? If there are pros, so I want to pick your brains out when it comes to that as well. Go for it. Let's go. Oh.
Okay. Sige, ano na lang tayo, alphabetical order para ano.
Suwara na lang.
Oo, ganyan na lang. So, hindi madali. It's never easy. Everything is hard. You've got to work hard for it. Ako, traditional artist talaga ako by profession. So, kahit before Web3 pa, lahat kailangan mong, alam mo yun, kailangan mong lutuin. Kailangan mong lutuin yung skills mo, concept building, yung art style mo, kailangan mong lutuin yung trademark mo. Kasi paano ka tatatak sa mga tao? You have to create something different. Hindi yung susunod lang sa mainstream. Kailangan maging matapang ka, huwag kang matakot na mag-take ng risk, na gumawa ng kakaiba kahit mabash ka, kahit sabihin ng mga audience na, what's that? Ang weird. Bakit ganun yung gawa mo? Yung mga ganung bagay. You need to be strong then. You need to learn how to shrug off those kinds of comments. Kailangan matigas yung balat mo, mukha mo, saka buto mo kapag merong nambabash sa'yo. Kunwari, hindi ka affected kahit naiiyak ka na, mga ganung bagay. Saka, pinaka mahirap sa lahat, siguro. Kasi syempre, when you're an artist, you're a creative, diba? Meron kang instinct na dapat kapag art mo, you can do everything you want freely. Pero kasi hindi ganoon pag kunwari yun yung profession mo. Magkakaroon talaga ng mga critics. Ayun yung pinakamahirap doon. You need to accept kung ano yung comments ng critics nang hindi ka masasaktan. You need to accept it na may matutunan ka from it. Ganon. Hindi pwede yung tinutulungan ka na, ikaw pa matapang. Hindi pwede yung ganon. Tsaka, isa pa sa pinakamahirap as a traditional artist is yung makakuha ng show sa galleries. Ganon. Kasi how can you be successful kung hindi ka na-expose sa galleries or hindi ka nila na-promote, diba? Tapos, totoo yun na kapag artist ka, dadaan at dadaan ka talaga sa phase na starving ka. Kasi hindi na,
Damn.
diba? I mean, not everyone is knowledgeable about art. Not everyone appreciates art. Karamihan lang din talaga ng mga nangongolekta ng art, yung talagang mayayaman, yung may mga extrang pera to spend on paintings, di ba? So, yun, that's part of the reality na mahirap out of the Web3 space. Yun lang.
Talagang kapalaran, no? Like, may
Oo.
sabi mo na kung wala kang diskarte, wala eh.
Wala talaga. Like, for example, sige, pinta ka ng pinta, pero hindi ka gumagawa ng effort para ma-represent ka man lang ng galleries. Paano makakarating sa collectors yung mga gawa mo, di ba? So, paano ka makakain?
Paano maaabot ang bukas?
Oo nga, ganun nga.
Oo, tama. Oo. Tapos,
Yun.
sasabihin pa nila, parang, mahal lang rate mo, ganyan. Pero di nila alam yung talagang struggle behind. So, ang ganda. Sobrang ganda ng direction natin right now, guys. Kasi, it's one of the things na gusto ko rin makita talaga ng mga tao when it comes to artists eh. Like the struggles behind and the truths na sa mga roles na finifill in ng mga artists na hindi basta-basta nagagawa ng iba. Na it would seem easy. Mukhang madali. Diba? Kasi art daw eh. Kulay-kulay lang eh. Pero through this podcast and this episode, I hope we can shine more on that. Talagang show them na hindi, there's more to this. There's more to this than colors. There are things we don't see but do happen behind the scenes, right? And I think Nutella, what do you think about that, right? How do you share that with Angelica, or what are your thoughts when it comes to artists before Web3 even happened?
So I totally agree what Angelica said. So even before pa, actually, I mean, being an artist in Web 2 and in Web 3 then is not that, and hindi magkalayo, I mean. So before Web 3, I am an artist myself. I used to do portraits and other commission works with different people here. So hindi naman malaki yung Gerald Santos in compare with Manila. So hindi talaga sikat yung mga galleries dito. Walang art galleries dito. And as much as we want to exhibit our artworks, kahit gaano ka kagaling, there is no platform for you to show your artworks in the audience, in the people around you. So me being a small artist in this small city, I used to get underappreciated. Underappreciated ka na nga, underpaid ka pa. So totoo talaga yung pag artist ka, meron talagang times na hindi ka makakain. And of course, I'm paying my own bills then, tuition. So ganon, meron talagang times na hanap ka talaga ng way, parang kumbaga i-hard shell mo yung yung talent mo for you just to earn. Kasi reality wise, kung mapapakain ka talaga ng passion mo, kung sikat ka or meron kang trademark, ganun naman talaga yung reality kahit sa Web3. So totoo yung challenge na kahit gaano ka pa kagaling na artist, kung hindi ka marunong makipag-communicate with people around you, kung hindi ka marunong mag-build ng connection, hindi ka talaga magpe-prevail kahit gaano ka pa kagaling. So yeah, that's definitely the struggle as an artist here.
Ang daming hindi nakakita nun, no? Like, na it's really beyond what we usually see talaga, na sobrang daming paghihirap. And the other thing that I like you've mentioned rin, Nutella, is the fact na right now we don't really have any platform to do anything for artists eh. When it comes to that struggle, diba? Like, wala tayong masyadong initiations or executions that would help you guys na para talaga mabigyan pa kayo lalo ng opportunity na ma-seize yung goals nyo as an artist, or to give you a chance at doing your passion. Ika nga, di ba, sabi, pursue your passion. Pero, like you said, passion doesn't always, put food in the table. Passion doesn't always give you progress in life. Passion doesn't always sustain you. So, that's a hard reality in life, and I hope in the future we could do more of that, do more initiations and executions for artists. So, okay, we can acknowledge na parang, okay, mahirap talaga. Even pre-Web3, ang hirap maging artists. struggle, ang hirap humanap ng gig if di ka sikat, kailangan mo talaga mag-network, mag-connect with other people, and some other things like hindi ka nakakakain kasi wala kang gigs or wala kang commissions, right? How about we put this into the perspective of Web3 naman? Kasi there's this thinking na somehow Web3 is giving people opportunities, but there are other perspectives pa rin na parang somehow it's still the same. So it's good thing that we discuss that. Like, do you think Web3 right now is the same for artists, or does it really bring more opportunities sa mga fellow artists nyo? Because siguro any from you guys can start. Pero sabi ni Angelica kasi alphabetical eh. Sige, alphabetical tayo.
Sorry na. Ang hirap kasi makipag-signal kay Note. Ganun na sa screen. So, is it similar? Siguro konti lang, pero not so much. May kanya-kanya silang pros and cons, ganun. Like for example, kung sa traditional scene, ang pros niya is fine art. Ang pangit sabihin, ang pangit din pakinggan, pero alam mo yung mga academics kasi may bias, gano'n. It's reality. Tapos maliban doon, excuse me. Ang cons naman niya is, yun nga, dahil mahirap pumasok sa galleries, hindi rin lahat nagiging successful. So sa Web3 naman, ang pros niya is that sa technology kasi siya umiikot eh. So, ang laking tulong ng technology sa buhay natin. Diyos ko, kahit mismo sa pagiging traditional artist na lang, nagkaroon akong collectors through Instagram, ganyan. Pero kung wala yung Instagram, baka hindi rin ako nagkaroon ng show sa ibang bansa, ganyan. Doon din ako na-discover. Laking bagay ng internet talaga, ng technology. Yun yung pros naman kung sa Web3 din. Isa pang pros kapag Web3 is that mas madaling makipag-communicate sa mga tao, alam mo yun? Kasi boses mo lang puhunan mo, magta-type ka lang, ganyan. Wala yung social anxiety kapag face-to-face, those kind of stuff. Yun. Mas madaling makipag-connect eh. Kasi alam mo, hindi mo nakikita yung kausap mo. Sige, usap tayo, chill lang, gano'n. Ang cons naman siguro sa Web3 is yung hindi may iwasan talaga na kapag scammers yung kausap mo, may scammers ka talaga eh, yung gano'n. Diba? Dami nagpapanggap eh.
Pati artist, niraragful. Oo, tama.
Mga gano'n. Yun pa. Ayan pa yung siguro mahirap kapag sa Web3, mahihirapan ka ding salain yung taong kausap mo kasi virtual siya eh, hindi siya face-to-face na nangyayari. Hindi kagaya kapag face-to-face, sa boses lang nila kung paano sila makipag-usap, pati sa body language, malalaman mo kung scammers talaga, kung thugs yung kausap mo. So, walang ganon. And then, siguro sa similarity, ang similarity nila is, kailangan mo pa rin paghirapan. Hindi naman porket Web3, iisipin na madali. Hindi eh, you still got to build. Kailangan mong patunayan na hindi ka ragful. Diba? Ganon.
Yun muna talaga, no? Hindi ka ragful. First and foremost.
Kailangan mo patunayan na hindi ka ragful. Kailangan mo patunayan na meron kang plano, na meron kang may papangako sa mga magiging collectors and audiences mo, those kind of stuff. And yun din, trademark din, kailangan mo ding makagawa ng something unique na mapapansin siya dahil ang dami-daming art dyan, out there. Yan lang.
Parang pansin ko nga rin na na tawag dito. Halos in that sense, ang ganda nga ng pagkakasabi mo. Napansin ko rin yun na even if it's Web3 na, kahit nasa Web3 na tayo, virtually parang meron tayong mga other opportunities, parang medyo mahirap pa rin kasi kailangan mo pa rin i-grind talaga.
Kasi in a way, ngayon kasi parang yung mostly na naririnig natin from artists, di ba, na kumbaga parang Web3 paves the way into parang a new way on monetizing your works, di ba, your arts. Kasi not only yung local audience yung matatap mo, but also yung international individuals.
Mm.
Then, kumbaga parang there's this struggle pa rin, especially when you're competing with generative artworks. If you would agree with me, parang, di ba, parang most of the time, parang nahihirapan makapenetrate yung mga artists talaga creating one-is-to-one art, especially dun
Oo.
yung mga nagmagawa rin ng physical artworks. Pero siguro that's my question. Siguro on a side of being a, how do you say this, traditional artist, like ano yung mga struggles with regards to Web3 na most of the time kasi di ba digital artworks yung ginagawa and so on. So kumbaga what are the struggles do you think are you guys are encountering with that?
Personally, wala naman ako na-encounter na struggle kasi wala talaga akong pake sa opinion ng ibang tao eh. Pero kung generally speaking, para sa mga artists, traditional artists, syempre meron pa ring bias like what I've mentioned earlier, yung mga traditional collectors na old school na, ganyan. Kaya mga academics, syempre kinukumpara nila, gusto pa rin nilang mas iangat, which is wrong naman kasi art sila in their own way eh, ganun. May halaga sila in their own way. Hindi natin sila pwedeng pagkumparahin. Tsaka parehas din ng effort. So, maliban sa pagiging traditional artist, I also do digital artist. Tsaka ganun din, masakit din sa kamay. Mag-painting gamit yung mga mga tablet na yan sa computer. Baka kala nila, joke yun. Magkakaroon ka ng carpal tunnel and all of that. Mahal din yung mga gamit, yung mga devices, yung subscription sa CC.
It makes sense. Kasi na, yung mga bagay na hindi natin nakikita is bukod pa dun sa struggles, may mga cost talaga. So, ang ganda rin ng pagkaalapat ni Angelica tungkol sa mga pinagdadaanan nila ngayon kahit sa Web3. So, we can say na meron pa rin talagang struggles as an artist. How about Nutella? Kasi graphics, more on nakikita ko, alam ko ikaw yung gumagawa ng PubMats majority, di ba? Sa FilipinasNFT. And
Yeah.
napansin ko, ang ganda. Ang ganda ng mga PubMats mo.
Thank you.
What's your take on that naman? Is there a different spin to your answer or would you agree with Angelica fully?
Yeah, I agree. Kung opportunity-wise lang pag-uusapan, yeah, Web3 really bridged the opportunity for me. Kasi lahat ng opportunity is right in your fingerprint na eh. Lahat madali. Sobra. So, as I mentioned earlier, wala nga kami mga art galleries dito, di ba? So, with Web3, I get to showcase my artworks dyan sa Manila and events sa international. So, kung wala yung Web3, I don't think na it will be so possible. Kasi wala nga dito, so I need to travel pa sa Manila para lang maka-experience na exhibit, para ganun. So, mahal talaga siya, diba? So,
Makahanap ng gigs.
oo, totoo. So,
Damn.
yeah, opportunity-wise, parehas naman sila, opportunity-wise na Web2 and Web3 is really a game of taking the risk or losing the chance. So, Web3 is very fast-paced. So, kung kung international collectors lang pag-uusapan, talagang madali mo siya maaabot sa Web3. Ilan lang naman yung uusap-usap ka dyan sa Discord, sa Twitter, makikipag-engage, GM every time, GM palagi.
Damn.
GM all day, all night.
Pagtulog mo, di ba? Pag-isip, kunyari, hindi ka pumunta ng Web3 in one day, pagpunta mo the next day, parang 1 year kang nawala.
Oo, sobrang maka-FOMO ka, malala.
Yes,
talaga.
oo.
So, yun, opportunity-wise, talagang masabi ko na abot kaya mo na with Web3 yung mga opportunity na akala mo na hindi mo kayang maabot in Web2. So, yun, opportunity-wise. And I totally agree with Mami Angge, what she said earlier about hindi talaga madali maging digital artist. So, kasi for me, before pa, wala pa akong mga gamit like yung mga tablet, kinesong, mga ganyan. So, I do my art traditionally din. Then, ang hirap mag-transition to digital. Akala ng iba madali na parang pipili ka lang ng brush tapos drawing ka na sa tablet mo, hindi ganun. Meron pa rin siyang learning curve. And actually, kahit medyo matagal na ako nag-digital art, I still want to learn every day. So learning will never stop, kumbaga. So ganun naman talaga dapat. And totoo, mahal yung mga gamit sa digital
Yay!
art. Totoo talaga
Adobo,
yan.
what's up? Napakaganda ng sinabi mo, Nutella, no? Kasi mahal nga yung adobo and mahal rin yung mga iba nating ginagamit. So, I would say halos same wing kayo ng take ni Mami Angge nga. Sabi mo, Mami Angge, same kayo ng take pagdating sa art. Even in Web3. So, technology is at your fingertips. But we know naman na, of course, there was this transition na nangyari. When you were a dev at Web2, syempre builders kami ni Warren, ni Zab. Nung dev kayo dati, ang responsibilities nyo noon is code, right?
Yeah.
Maintain. Yan ang responsibilities nyo noon. Ngayon, as a dev, ang responsibilities namin ngayon, kailangan may idea ka sa tokenomics. You gotta know economics, right? You gotta know how to network, find clients, connect, talk with someone who is a stranger na wala kang background na pwede kang saksakin online anytime, diba? So, I would say there are a lot of differences when it comes to responsibilities. Na dati, parang ito lang. Pero ngayon, kailangan na pala ng ibang responsibilities. So, I'm curious kung ano ba yung responsibilities na nagbago naman when it comes to an artist. Diba? Sa dev, parang natadagan ng tokenomics, ng networking, and stuff like that. Ano naman pagdating sa artist? What are these things na you think you have to learn too, other than your drawing skills, your artist skills, your creative skills? Ano yun? Yung kailangan nilang gawin para mag-thrive in Web3? Because I'm pretty sure it's not just your skills na your main skills yung kailangan eh. Because we're talking Web3, right? So,
Okay, so,
mukhang maraming sasabihin si Mami Angge. Yun, Mami Angge!
yes,
Oo.
sa Web3, as an artist, kailangan, pinaka-importante sa lahat, dapat alam mo kung ano yung gusto mong gawin sa Web3. And ang lawak nun. Kaya, sobrang lawak nun. Kaya kailangan maging decisive ka kung ano talaga yung gusto mong goal pag pumasok ka sa Web3. Maliban doon, kailangan mo siyang intindihin ng maayos, DYOR, ika nga, ganon. Tapos, alam mo yun, as an artist, kailangan matuto kang sumala ng mga people sa internet na yun nga, iwas-iwas tayo sa scammers, mga thugs, ganyan.
Okay, so napakaganda from Angelica. Let's go on to Nutella naman, no? Like, Nutella, ano bang sa tingin mo yung mga responsibilities kung meron ka pa naisip beyond those or meron kang gusto idagdag na nagbago
Okay, yeah.
pagpasok mo ng Web3?
So apart from developing your artistic skills in Web3 as an artist, so tama yung sinabi ni Mami Angke, you need to really learn about kahit yung basics lang ng blockchain. You need not to know about yung super technicals back end of it para lang malaman mo how to transfer your money, how to yung pag ganun ba, yung mga pag-import ng tokens, mga bagong tokens na kailangan. Kasi iba-iba naman yung marketplace eh. Kasi pag hindi mo alam kung paano mag-transfer ng money or vice versa, most likely, baka pag mag-ask ka ng help to someone, most likely baka mas kamas ka and earn.
Send to my address.
Oo.
I'll send it to you back.
Wala pa, baka i-share mo yung seed phrase mo. Diyos ko po.
Oo. Can I get your seed phrase? Tapos binigay. Wala na.
Oo, wala na. Bye-bye. Di ba?
Web3, yay!
Ang hirap talaga yun. So, as a new artist sa Web3, yun talaga yung pinakauna kong pinag-aralan kasi I got advice from friends na dapat ganyan. So, parang sabi ko sa sarili ko na, akala ko enough na yung pagiging artist ko, no? It's not. So, you need to learn about the basics of Web3. Tapos, dapat maalam ka din on how you strategically plan yung content na ilalabas mo. And of course, you need to utilize the social media apart from Twitter kasi masyadong malakas yung hila ng Reels sa TikTok, ito, ganyan.
Yes.
Alam mo rin dapat kung kailan ka magpo-post, anong oras, ganyan. So, hindi lang enough na mag-post ka dyan. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's it. And of course, yun talaga yung connection with people. So from introvert talaga matatransition ka into extrovert talaga. Totoo talaga.
Extrovert.
Extrovert.
Yes, oo.
The point na hindi mo kilala, GM ka ng GM dyan. Totoo yan.
Oh, GM, no? Oh. It's like the new I love you nga, ika nga di ba?
So yun, people skill talaga yung kailangan. Kasi,
Mm.
totoo, opportunity is there, pero hindi talaga mag-work yung opportunity if you won't work hard for it. Yeah.
Another good point na i-uncover ni Nutella is yung fact na it's, do you agree with me? Like, ikaw rin, Angelica, do you agree na sa Web3 ngayon, the best way to be onboarded isn't really through, through resources online, unless you trust the people who are teaching, di ba? Like, in Web3 Philippines. Pero, the best way is to go to a friend who knows how to do it na. Then, talk to that person, let them guide you, let them show you the way. As long as this is a friend talaga, okay? Na friend talaga. Kasi mamaya, hindi yung seed face mo. Bye-bye, Web3! Okay, so, yun rin eh. So, with the friends talaga ang best approach for learning Web3. Napakaganda. So, as we uncover these changes in responsibilities for the things sa artists, I think we haven't, na-touch na rin natin siya medyo, yung next question natin, na paano ka magsisimula as an artist in Web3 and how to get started talaga for fellow artists, di ba? Pero I'm curious, baka meron pa kayong, let's say, roadmap, meron kayong suggested plan of attack from siguro traditional in digital media, yung mga artists natin today. What do you suggest they do? Or what are the steps, like actionable steps they can take para maging part rin sila ng Web3 as an artist? Both pa dun sa, know those things, no tech, no wallets, no
Actually,
rug pull.
bro Christian, I want to know if, I guess some of us, di ba, parang have some friends talking about friends na kumbaga, when you tell them that you're in Web3, you're in parang crypto NFT industry, parang they have this stigma na kumbaga ano bang ginagawa mo dyan. And I just want to have kung ano yung what do artists feel, especially na siguro may mga artist friends tayo nakikinig right now na 'di ba na
Meron
once
yan.
that could connect to the experiences Angelica and Nutella have, 'di ba, with that so 'di ba, being an artist, there's a lot of parang sinasabi ng tao na ano ba yung ginagawa mo or ano ba yung pinasok mo, something like that. So kumbaga I just want to hear your thoughts on that. Na kumbaga, are there any friends na nagsasabi sa inyo on that? Not only on being an artist but also diving into this very new industry here in the Web3 space.
Let me guess. Meron. Hula ko lang. Feeling ko lang. Pero sige, go ahead. Kala mo ba alphabetical?
Sorry na. Sige. Oo, meron. So,
Yes.
pero hindi naman yung parang kala mo minamata pobre na ako or minamata na ako dahil nasa NFT din ako. Ano lang, parang nagsasabi sila hindi daw ba mahirap, baka daw mahirapan ako, baka daw mag-iba tingin ng collector, those kind of stuff. Meron din naman mga nagsasabi na, bakit NFT art? Wala namang pera doon, mag-trading ka na lang ng crypto. Mga ganong comments. Tapos sabi ko nga, wala nga akong pake. So, tinatawanan ko lang sila, ganun. So, kaya goods pa rin kami. Kasi pag meron silang bad na comment, tinatawanan ko lang. And then eventually, of course, when you get success from NFT, yun, sila naman yung uy, help. NFT, parang napag-iiwanan na yung art ko, ganun. So, ako naman,
3K lang, 3K.
okay, oo.
Pero baka
sige.
Send Gcash?
Similar experience.
Balato
balato. Yes.
Balato, guys.
Tatanong na ng gano'n. Tapos kapag, lalo na yung syempre merong mga friends na, nung nag-start kasi ako sa gaming of course, Axie. San pa ba? Anyway.
No comment.
Oo.
No comment.
No comment.
Ang bansang laro na yun So anyway.
Ang bansang NFT game.
Kung totoo ba yung kinikita ko doon, parang wala lang kasi parang naglalaro-laro lang ako, ganyan. Tapos mumurahin ko yung phone ko kapag parang anduga nung kalaban ko, ganyan. Tapos pinakita ko yung Gcash ko na na-transfer ko. Parang, wow, amazing.
Wow! Balato 2K.
Yun na.
Balato, pakain.
Oh,
Parang
pakaitin naman.
oo, mga gano'n. I mean, meron
Mm.
naman akong friends na open-minded na gusto talaga nilang mag-NFT kasi sabi ko nga, artist wants to break the standards, wants to go beyond the boundaries. May mga gano'n akong friends. Pero meron din akong mga friends na ano, yung akala easy lang mag-NFT na
Mm.
nasisilaw ng GCash, ganyan, kaya mag-NFT, gano'n. So yun, na-share ko lang. Yun lang.
Humugot ng onti.
Siguro
Ako,
may i-share ako diyan.
Sige, ano yun,
About sa
ano?
mga yung mga nasilaw, yung parang, uy, nakita ko yung friend ko kumikita ng ganito tapos gusto nilang
Wow.
sumunod din sa'yo, di ba? So, advice ko lang sa mga gustong pumasok sa NFT world, no? So, wag yun yung reason nyo dahil gusto nyo
Mm.
kumita, no? Kasi sa Web3 is almost the same with Web2 yan eh. So, kung paano sumisikat yung mga tao doon, almost the same lang eh, kasi hindi nagdagan lang siya ng blockchain technology, no? Tapos enabled by NFT. So, kung gusto
Mm.
mo pumasok talaga sa NFT, wag yung kasi ang lalaki ng kita. Hindi. I-ano
Mm.
mo, i-convert mo yung yan eh, kung artist ka, diba? I-convert mo yung skills mo into latest technology which is powered by NFT, no? So, i-show mo sa world yung ano mo, yung skills mo pagdating sa art. Kasi kusa na lang darating yung mga yan eh. Kasi may mga kilala ko, gumawa sila ng NFT for the sake of dahil malaki daw yung kita. End of the
Mm.
day, walang benta. Ako nagsasabi sa inyo, end of the day, walang benta. Pero, i-compare ko dun sa isa kong friend na alam, talagang magaganda talaga yung art. Kahit di siya magsalita, maganda talaga yung art, may bumibili talaga as in. In ano pa is, mas malaki pa dun sa ina-expect niyang makuha. So, yun yung ma-advise ko, show your passion. Yes, alam kong mahirap ma-fuel yung passion, pero once you show your passion, yung world automatically mag-a-align sa'yo yan. Basta pakita mo lang yung
Yes.
oras mo.
So, ang yung sinabi mo, Warren, na about sa passion, I agree. You know, madaling masilaw sa Web3 with the money. Sobrang dali. Pero, syempre, I understand na kailangan natin ng pera, kailangan natin mabuhay. Okay lang yun. If you work to survive, okay lang yun. Pero let it not be your reason para mag-Web3 ka. Kasi, most of the time yung passion, providing value, providing service to people, yun talaga yung nagbe-build ng relationships and connections eh. Hindi yung capacity mo to earn, not your capacity, not your bank account, not your GCash. It's not that eh. It's you providing service, providing value sa mga tao na na-attract sila sa network mo, and in turn they provide value to you as well. And that's passion, right? When you provide passion, you attract the same energy, you attract the same passion to you. So, napakaganda na binot up mo yun kasi I hope in the direction na mag-guide natin yung mga nasa community and nakikinig right now, sana ganun rin yung i-take nila na okay, you need money to survive, but let it not be the center. Right? It can be growth, can be passion, pursuit of something new, or other things, but don't let money be your center. So yun, napakagandang usapan natin today, no? Kahit
grabe
medyo,
guys.
oo. Di ba? Mas maganda yung, hindi ko natutuloy yan. Hindi natutuloy. Yun, so, medyo controversial. So, interesting to see na na
Anyari?
tinanong ko na ba si Nutella? Tinanong na ba kita?
Hindi pa.
Di ba, di ba? Sabi ko
Hindi
na
pa,
eh.
hindi
I
pa.
was like, move na ba ako to next question?
Hindi pa, hindi pa.
Hindi mo pala kita natatanong. Okay, so, yon. So, tinatanong natin ngayon is yung, how do you start? Di ba? Ikaw ba, Nutella, how did you, sige, you can share experience kung paano nagsimula and what do you think should someone do as an artist to start?
So,
Yun,
very
mahaba-haba
common.
yan.
Very common naman talaga
Ah,
siguro with anyone who's in Web3. Yung start talaga nila was with Axie. And I feel the same way. I started with being a scholar of Axie, and yung
Yeah.
manager ko was based in Malaysia. Axie Boxies yung name. And then, at first, I was really skeptical.
Hmm.
Parang boomer yung dating ko nung time na yun. Kasi parang sabi ko, maglalaro lang ako, kikita na ako, scam na naman 'to, parang ganito, ganyan.
Oo.
Tapos, pero nung siyempre 'pag nakakota na ako, ganito, ganyan. So sabi ko, "Hala, meron ng pera sa Binance ko na-transfer, totoo." Na-excite ako, totoo pala. Tapos
Sa
yun,
P2P na, no?
oo, napipili.
Yeah! Ayan na!
Oo. Tapos,
Oo.
from there, na-curious ako kung ano pang meron, ganito, ganyan. And then,
Mm.
dun nga, nag-research ako about play to earn games. And then,
Mm.
parang kumbaga nasa algorithm na ng web ko na mag-filter ng mga ganong data. So, doon na-stumble upon ko yung NFT. Sabi ko, ano naman tong NFT? Tapos
Yun, no?
tapos
Ano nga ba
nakita ko,
NFT, no? What's
oo,
NFT?
NFT.
Ito ba? Ako na ba sasagot?
Hindi,
Sige,
hindi.
sige.
Ayun na.
Hindi. Sinotela pa eh. Di pa? Tapos na mo sinotela? Hindi
Tapos,
pa tapos sinotela.
um, tapos yun, nagbasa ako. And yung unang bumungad sa akin na parang article was an article about board apes of the society. That's board apes, no, yeah, board apes, yeah. Board apes yacht club, I mean. Tapos sabi ko, hala, this certain parang picture sold for like millions of dollars. So parang naintriga ako. Tapos ganyan. So ko, hala, parang kaya ko naman gawin tong mga ganito.
Yun, no?
Tapos
Ayan, no?
parang naging interested na ako from there. Tapos yun, gumawa ako ng Twitter, ganyan. And I did interact with some people. Then, I started my NFT journey talaga as an artist by joining some contests. And wala talaga ako kakalalang Pinoy nung nag-start ako. I started way back November of 2021. Yeah, I started November. And then wala talaga ako kalalang Pinoy. Puro mga international people ang kakilala ko. And then nag-start ako, nag-join ako ng mga contest, ganyan. And doon ko talaga nakita na kaya ko naman palang i-monetize yung artwork ko with the right price, parang ganyan. Kasi yun nga, nasabi ko kanina na as an artist sa Web2, I do get underpaid sometimes. And nakita ko yung opportunity sa Web3. That's why I really delved into it and gave all my energy and power, kumbaga. Tapos yun, nakita ko yung opportunities and yeah, and also, of course, the money. Hindi na ako makikipagplastikan kasi kailangan natin ng pera to really
Yes.
survive. And tapos yun, madami akong sinalihang mga contest talaga. I really grind at that time kasi nga pandemic and wala pang class noon kasi nga November, sem break ito ganyan. Tapos yun, nagtuloy-tuloy lang yung mga contest and actually, doon din nag-start, mga February, doon din nag-start yung FilipinasNFT. And from there, wala na, the rest is history. And yun, hanggang ngayon, gumagawa pa rin ako ng art. Hindi na pang contest, but kung ano yung magpo-fulfill sa akin as an artist and to show the world kung ano yung kaya kong gawin with my art and also with the emotions that came into it. So,
That's nice, kasi makikita mo na the process of getting into Web3 as an artist is actually empowering, right? Because it pulls you out of your shell, requires you to do things na mga hindi mo ginagawa dati. So in a way, it really arms you with new skills and changes you into a different person. But I understand, we all understand, Angelica and Nutella understand na it's not always rainbows and butterflies and compromise. So you know so I want to know kung in this process of getting into Web3, what were some of the struggles or what were some of those things na parang did you ever come to a point na parang ay hindi ko kaya pumasok or this isn't for me, kasi I don't think, do you think Web3 is for everyone? Even as an artist, do you think Web3 is for everyone? What were the struggles? Oh yun, let's go from there. Yeah, you. Yeah,
Me?
you.
Me. Okay.
Yeah, you.
So, yeah, of course, hindi talaga palaging masaya sa Web3. And yun nga, mga struggles like bear market, ganyan. Hindi talaga yun maiiwasan. So, siguro for me as an artist in Web3, hindi maiiwasan yung parang magka-crisis ka kumbaga. Kasi parang nakikita mo with the artist around you, di ba? International or local pa man yan. parang worth it, parang may isip mo sarili mo, kung worth it ba yung ginagawa kong art, parang super galing naman nila. Minsan mako-compare mo talaga sarili mo. I know na we all have different styles, unique ideas and everything. Pero as an artist talaga you can't really help yourself to compare if tama ba yung path na ginagalawan ko. Parang makaka-life crisis ka kumbaga. Parang meron mga times na made-drain ka, mag-art block ka, and meron mga times na you can't really function well. And from there, siguro, the best way is to really go out of your house. Kasi nakaka-drain talaga minsan. If puro four corners lang, drawing ka, ganito, umaga, gabi, drawing, ganyan. So nakakapagod yung routine na ganun. It's depressing for me. And yun nga, siguro the best way is to really go back to your whys. Kung bakit ka nagsimula sa Web3. Ganun talaga. Balikan mo kung bakit ka nagsimula. That's really my mantra if every time napapagod ako. So, yun.
Tama yan eh. Yun rin yung nakikita ko or at least nakikita ko ng isa sa best ways talagang i-motivate sarili mo eh. May mga times na matcha-challenge ka, di ba, Zab? In the, oo. So, parang
I think sige.
Sige, okay lang. Go.
I mean, siguro the reason why you should not parang put money on the very top of your priorities when you jump into Web3 is that yung mga times na ganun. Kasi not every time in Web3 na parang kikita ka palagi, di ba? Minsan mawawalan ka pa nga or somehow mabuburn pa yung hawak mo na pera eh.
Negative 100.
Times, di ba? And those times parang kung ang very priority mo or yung pinaka priority of hierarchy mo is yung money yung nauuna, I think doon ka madi-discourage eh. Kasi if those times na tumama sa'yo, madi-discourage ka talaga kung ahabol mo lang talaga is money. Maybe this is not for me, di ba? Maybe sabihin mo na baka hindi talaga to para sa akin. Then you start comparing yourselves with others and so on. So kumbaga, tama yung nabanggit ni Nutella and you also, bro Christian, na talagang we should go back to our whys. Bakit ba natin siya ginagawa? And yung drive natin, di ba, na baguhin natin na instead of yung hierarchy of value natin with regards to joining the Web3 is not really the money, though it's still important, di ba, talaga na kailangan pa rin natin kumain, di ba, kailangan pa rin natin, depende
kailangan
sa
mo pang magising, di ba?
Di ba? Kung passion na babayad sa Meralco or something like that, di ba? Pero
bigyan mo NFT na naral-cool.
Parang, naging maganda na parang pangalawa, pangatlo lang, and then, passion talaga yung nasa very, priority or very first ng hierarchy.
Kasi it's gonna give you the drive na talagang palagi. Like, it's gonna make you keep going. It's gonna give you the opportunity to sit down with yourself and say, I gotta keep going. Even if it's not up, if I'm not up, even if I'm negative 100%, I gotta keep doing. I keep going, di ba? Kasi if pag center talaga money, you're gonna go through a lot of roller coasters. Legit yan. Like, we all know that, right? So, okay. Right? Siyempre, gusto natin na pagpasok ng mga fellow artists natin, being as you guys are inspirations to artists. We know that with FilipinasNFT lalo. We want to know, what's your thoughts on knowing na parang, di ba you wanted to push boundaries with your art? You wanted to push messages out there that people wouldn't talk about. Diba? I think that's one of the core things Angelica mentioned a while ago. Have you been able to do that in Web3, or would you think that there are certain, since medyo like NFT centered and stuff like that, have you been able to do that? How are you able to do that if you're doing it right now? And how would you advise people to do that then? Like, push boundaries and really put messaging out there and challenge worldviews of other people.
Wow. Miss Universe. So,
Hindi, kasi napaisip ako, sabi ko, na-notice ko talaga na medyo may limitations when it comes to art and NFTs. There are things you gotta fill in. So I'm curious, how do you push boundaries with Web3 as an artist?
yung Web3 na lang in general. So, aside from NFT art, through building communities. So through Filipinas NFT, we were able to empower women. We were able to push through a movement kahit sa Web3 space. Yun na lang, for example. And also, um, through Twitter Spaces, sa pagta-topic-topic, randomly, of course. So, para hindi lang din tungkol sa Web3 talaga yung pinag-uusapan, nagiging topic din yung history ng Philippines, culture, news, those kind of stuff.
Ang deep naman nun. Yung mga
Oh.
topic namin, anong ulam mo kahapon?
Ay, sorry.
Grabe.
Tuyo. Champurado.
Sorry na. Ay, meron kasing mga ganun. Ano,
Pero
yung
yeah,
mga,
makes sense,
diba?
makes sense.
Oo. Yung, meron kasing mga Web3 people na parang sobrang stoic ng mukha. Yung parang, I mean, not yung mukha kasi hindi mo naman nakikita yung mukha eh. Pero dahil sa boses nila, siya paano sila magsalita, parang stoic lang na, okay, sobrang serious person ito. So, pag nag-space, kailangan ganito yung topic natin dahil very, very serious person to. Those kind of stuff. So, napupunta rin sa ganun topics minsan. Which is na-enjoy naman nila kasi kaya pala sila parang super duper serious kind of person kasi intellectual pala sila, yung mga ganun. Tas,
There's depth, no? Substance.
oo, yung ganun. Tas, wala lang, parang ano. Pero at the same time, syempre, you're gonna have to make it homey pa din. Try to make it light, ganito, parang conversation natin. Sarap lang ng flow, mga ganun.
Chillings lang, oo.
Yeah, chill lang. Hindi,
chill lang.
diba? Hindi need na porket ang serious ng topic, dapat ano din, wala man lang mga jokes, mga ganun, walang icebreakers.
Tama.
Ayun, basta yun, laking bagay ng ano, you can create a movement sa pag-build lang ng community. As long as yung mga part ng community mo is naniniwala din sa specific na bagay na yun.
Yeah.
Ang laking bagay na nababago. Hindi lang sa Web3 eh. Nagpo-push through pa nga kahit physically eh. Yun.
Yung iba. That's true. Parang Web3 Philippines. Hey, let's go. Ayun. So, meron ka bang ano, Zab? Wala naman.
Siguro sa kanila, with their community, parang, kasi more on, parang they're really empowering yung yung women in the Web3 NFT space. So, I'm just curious, parang, ano ba yung mga friction, di ba, with regards to women being in the Web3 space and
Here
you
we
guys
go.
encounter parang any stigma on that and so on. Ayun lang.
Grabe. Aawayin kita pagtapos nito. Kala mo.
Question.
We go into the stoic deep ones na, sabi nga.
Grabe, guys.
Grabe.
Patay.
So, kahit saan,
Yun na nga.
paano ko ba explain?
Yung kahit general siguro. Like overall,
kahit simple lang.
artist industry, ganyan.
Okay. Kahit saang genre, kahit anong field, most of it is male-dominated. So that's why we created FilipinasNFT para mag-serve siya as safe space para sa mga babae. Kasi it's very evident and obvious na kapag dating sa mga Twitter spaces, mas marami pa rin mga lalaki yung mga nandun. Tapos yung mga babae, pag tinawag, bibigyan naman sila ng chance. Alam mo yun, yung talagang, awang ko, 2023 na, pero yung 2022 pa lang pala, advanced. Pero anyway, ano yung mga nahihiya magsalita, ganyan, parang feeling nila, magkakamali sila pag sinabi nila yung opinion nila. Like, di nila na-realize na mas open na yung mga tao ngayon. Meron ding mga, sorry, syempre, may mga takot sa mga mansplaining, those kind of stuff. Tapos yun, syempre, meron din namang mga babae nang ma-mansplain. Hindi naman ako biased. So, anyway, sa mga ganung bagay lang, para din para comfortable sila. Ang sarap lang din sa feeling bilang babae kapag parte ka ng isang community na alam mong meron kang mga kapwa mong babae na ipupush ka na gawin yung best mo sa art or sa specific na sa Web3 space, mga ganun. Support from them.
Sakto kasi pag nakikita ng tao, lalo na sa tech na na new, yan, na hindi ka sigurado, pag nakikita nilang may babae, may iba silang fellow Web3 people na babae, nagli-lead ng conversations, nagli-lead ng mga movement and initiations. Napakaganda kasi nakikita nila, if they can do it, I can do it too. Right? If they want to do it and they did it, I would do the same. So, it's a good thing there is Filipinas NFT kasi nakikita ng tao na hindi kailangang lalaki ka para pumasok ka sa space. If you want to do it, regardless of who you are, kung kahit babae ka, kayang-kaya mo. So, yeah, at least that's my take on it. Ikaw ba, Nutella, Ella, A?
Yeah. So kaya namin na-establish actually yung Filipinas NFT because that's our main goal is to provide a safe space for women. So I myself, when I was engaged with Filipinas NFT, I became more comfortable in sharing my experiences. So not just in Web3 but also personal kasi nga may mga struggles yung mga babae, di ba, na, hindi pwede ma-share sa guys. And yeah, I think Filipinas NFT is more than a platform. Hindi naman kami like super exclusive with women lang. So we are open actually to both men, women, or kung ano ka pa. So yun lang. That's our main goal is to really onboard Filipino artists to give them priority in this space. Lalo pa na masyado nang na mainstream na lalaki dapat yung nasa Web3 kasi nga technical, ganito, ganyan. So, women can be technical too, women can be as creative too. So, kami yung parang nagbibigay ng counterpart on that. Yeah.
That's right. I see that as well with Filipinas NFT na talagang lumalabas out there and leading the charge with, things like this. So, that's cool kasi we're at this conversation of showing people how to do it or leading the movement and showing others na, okay, you can do this too because I'm doing it and I'm like you. Ganyan. So how do you suggest these people who get into the space protect themselves? Like, paano mo, ano yung advice mo para maprotektahan nila yung sarili nila? Especially as, not just as a Web3 person or Web3 artist, but also as a woman. Philippines.
So generally, how do you protect yourself? For me, when I started NFTs, the best way that I protect myself was to surround myself yung mga kilala ko. And then from there, nag-a-ask ako itong taong ba to, if I could trust that person. Nagtatanong ako sa friends ko kung ganito, ganyan. Kasi really, you can't really tell kung sino ba sa Web3 yung scam o hindi. Kasi kung sino-sino lang yung mag-slide into your DMs like GM, promote ng ganito, ganyan.
GM, WL.
Oo, tapos mamaya-maya, yung na-click mo na pala na link, wala nang laman yung MetaMask mo, ganyan.
Times 100% pa nga minsan, sabi nila
So yun, yung pag-iingat naman, same lang naman yun sa Web 2 or Web 3. Talagang you really need to observe the space mo na, feel the room, kumbaga. And then, converse ka lang ng converse, and kung meron mga something suspicious or security-wise na hindi ka mapapanatag, just cut it off. Just cut that people. Just cut the person down. So, yun.
That's interesting we covered that because once again we reiterate on the fact that the best way to get in is to find people you trust and ask them how to do it. So in the end, we want to tie all of these discussions into one single message. Since you guys are artists, and better yet, you guys are women artists who's really charging and leading in the space right now. If there's something you want to say to the next generation of Web3 artists or next generation of Web3 women coming into the space, what would that be and why? Philippines!
Okay, alphabetical order pa rin?
Yes.
Okay. Sige, wait lang. What would that be and why? Ano ba yan? Ba't kasi ganyan ka magtanong? Sabi sa'yo, chill lang sa amin So anyway.
Alam mo, mga ganyan.
Kumain ka na ba? GM!
GM lang, ganun lang. Pinaka-important siguro sa lahat, regardless of gender is DYOR, do your own research talaga. Kasi if you're not gonna do your own research, yun nga, baka magtanong ka na magtanong, mangulit ka sa ibang tao, tapos scammer na pala yung kinukulit mo. Masusunog ka pa. At least, ano ba, di ba, ano ba, may YouTube University, wala namang nagdadamot sa'yo ng knowledge. Do
Mm.
your own research talaga. Tapos yun, tama din yung sinabi ni Nutella. Surround yourself with the right people, join a community, or if you're not gonna be able to join a community right away, listen sa Twitter Spaces, join Twitter Spaces. Legit naman yung mga tao doon. Then doon ka magtanong sa mga yon. Yun lang.
Okay, that's good, you know. Talagang yun rin yung naiisip ko na do your own research talaga. So I want to know, Nutella, is it the same for you, or what do you think yung gusto mong message na ipasa sa next generation of Web3 artists or Web3 women coming into the space?
Well,
And
yeah.
bakit?
Of course, I agree na before starting anything else, sa lahat ng bagay naman, not just in Web3, is to really do your own research. And as an artist, kung meron lang ako ipapasa na statement to the new artists
Enough.
or new thriving artists na mapasa sa Web3, it's hindi to gender like it applies to both men and women, is to really be genuine to yourself. Kasi you shouldn't mind what would others would tell you about your work, because after all, it is a representation of you and not a representation of them. So make art that will be your living legacy, your trademark, kasi once na nakikita ng isang stranger, kay Nutella to, kay Angelica So to. So yung bang pagkita nila, talagang nalaman nila kung sino. That's really a trademark. And of course, make or create an artwork that really fulfills your soul. Kasi kung hindi yun na-fulfill ng soul mo, ba't ka pa nag-create ng art? So, of course,
Yun.
help small artists, because alam mo yung naging struggle talaga kung hindi ka napapansin as an artist. And you should really be their bridge to really thrive and to be their stepping stone in Web3. So,
That's right, you know, na we gotta reach out, extend a hand, I mean, para makatulong rin talaga sa ibang tao na nasa space. Because majority of us talaga pumasok via that rin eh. So, magandang we extend our hands and bring them into the space, but ask them to do their own research. Kasi kailangan pa rin yan, Warren. Buhay ka ba ba? Mga antok na antok ka.
Buhay pa naman.
No. What's up? Nag-hello, meron na sasabihin.
Nag-iisip ako na sasabihin. So, gusto ko lang sana sabihin kanina, it's about sa women, no? So, na ano sila, naiiba yung pagtingin nila pag sinabing tech, lalaki, no? Pero share ko lang din, no? So, history, ang pinaka-first programmer talaga is mga babae.
Yes.
Hindi lalaki. Kaya, yun ang gusto ko i-share. So, actually, maraming naitulong yung mga women sa pagdating sa technology. So, I think, kung nagawa nila ng simula, kaya nilang gawin sa bagong generation ng internet, which is Web3.
The opportunity and the possibilities is limitless. And that's nice to see, because even with technology, nakikita natin na there are women out there leading the charge. Right? So, it's definitely possible. Sa lahat na nakikinig ngayon, guys, posible. Kitang-kita natin today with our discussion. And as we all know, that was one colorful discussion with Angelica and Ella from FilipinasNFT. And as we paint the future of Web3 in the Philippines, we are more than grateful to see that artists of our tomorrow in the space are led by such wonderful people. Once again, we are Web3 Philippines, and this is the end of Web3 Philippines Insider.